Have you ever felt like you're falling behind, like your life should be further along by now? You see others winning, moving, growing, and you wonder, why not me? But what if I told you you're not behind at all? You're right on time in Allah's perfect plan. What feels like a delay is actually a divine setup. The silence, the waiting, the setbacks, they're not rejection, they're refinement. Allah is not punishing you, He's preparing you. Because when He gives in full. And when it's your time, not even the mountains can stand in the way. So stop worrying about the clock and start trusting the Qadr. What's written for you is coming with more power, more wisdom, and more barakah than you ever imagined. Delay is not denial, it's divine alignment. Delay is not denial, it's divine alignment. Just because it hasn't arrived yet doesn't mean it's not coming. Allah may be holding it back to give you more than what you asked for. Sometimes the delay is protecting you from something your heart can't see. If He gives too early, you may not be ready to carry it with strength and gratitude. So when nothing moves, it doesn't mean your prayers are ignored. It means they're being answered with precision. Trust His pace. It's perfect. What's meant for you will never rush you into chaos. It will come with ease, with barakah, and with confirmation in your heart. When you try to chase what's already written, you exhaust your soul. But when you slow down and trust the author of your story, things begin to unfold with divine grace. You don't need to force anything. What's written for you will reach you even if it's beneath two mountains. And what isn't will slip through your hands even if it's between your lips. Before Allah blesses you in public, He purifies you in private. The waiting season might feel like rejection, but it's actually preparation. He's building the character to carry what you prayed for. He's strengthening your patience, shaping your mindset, and anchoring your faith. Many people want the blessing without the becoming, but Allah wants you to grow before you receive, so you don't lose what He gives. Don't resent the silence. It's your spiritual training ground. Your timeline is not His plan. You may think you're behind, that life should be different by now, but Allah is not late. He is exact. His mercy is not bound by your age or calendar. He gives when the soul is ready, not when the clock says it's time. So if it's taking long, it's because He's perfecting what's to come. Trust that you're not being delayed, you're being developed. He doesn't give crumbs to His beloved servants. He gives in full when the moment is right. Waiting is not weakness. It's one of the most powerful spiritual exercises. The more you wait while remaining firm in faith, the more you build unshakable trust in Allah. Your silent tears in sujood, your whispered du'as, and your choice to believe even when you can't see, that's your spiritual muscle being strengthened. And when the time finally comes, you'll not just be relieved, you'll be ready. The wait will have shaped you into someone worthy of the gift. Sometimes your du'as are answered without noise, no signs, no signals. But in the background, the angels are moving. The people you need are being guided toward you. The path is being carved even as you sleep. Just because you can't see change doesn't mean Allah isn't working. The unseen is always moving for the one who prays. Stay consistent, stay sincere, and believe this: your words never fall on deaf ears when they rise to the most merciful. When the blessing finally arrives, it will make sense why it took so long. You'll see the wisdom behind every delay, every no, and every detour. Allah was never withholding from you. He was upgrading what you asked for. You may have prayed for something small, but He turned it into something transformative. You wanted ease. He gave you growth. You wanted change. He gave you elevation. So don't be surprised when the answer is more than you imagined. Life may feel slow now. Everyone else seems to be ahead. But don't measure your journey with someone else's timeline. Their path is not your qadr. You are exactly where you need to be to receive exactly what you've been praying for. The delays are not rejection, they're preparation. The quiet season is not abandonment, it's mercy. Allah is doing more for you behind the scenes than you could ever do with your own hands. Trust His wisdom. Sometimes Allah holds something back to give you something better. That heartbreak that crushed you, it protected you. That opportunity that passed, it redirected you. That delay in results, it refined you. You're not being denied, you're being upgraded. But upgrades take time, and divine ones take surrender. So when you don't understand what's happening, just say, Ya Allah, I trust you even when I don't understand you. Nothing is random in your life. The pain, the pauses, the people who left, it all served a divine purpose. Allah is not careless with your journey. Every detail is written with mercy and love. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to remain firm in tawakkul. Let Allah unfold the wisdom in His own time. The author of your story is not done writing, and what's to come will make you thank Him for what didn't. Barakah doesn't come from rushing. It comes from trusting. When you try to force what you think is best, you block what Allah knows is better. Barakah arrives in places of patience, in hearts that surrender, and in decisions made with tawakkul. When you let go of your own timeline and cling to His promises, you create space for abundance, not just in wealth, but in peace, clarity, and meaning. So if today feels uncertain, heavy, or hopeless, pause, breathe. You are not forgotten, you are not behind, you are being prepared for something that your soul will understand later. Don't panic because of the silence, don't doubt because of the delay. Your qadr is already in motion and it's moving toward you with mercy, power and barakah. Trust the process, trust the waiting, and above all, trust Allah. What's meant for you is never rushed. What Allah has written for you does not need to be forced. You don't need to beg for it, chase after it desperately, or worry that it's slipping away. When something is truly yours in the qadr of Allah, it will arrive no sooner, no later. We live in a world that rushes everything, success, marriage, wealth, but Allah does not rush what is perfect. His plans are not delayed, they are precise, and when the moment comes, you'll understand why He made you wait. Now, we often think speed equals success. We want to get there quickly, show results, prove our worth. But Allah is not concerned with how fast you rise. He cares about how firm you stand. When something is rushed, it breaks. When something is built slowly, it lasts. That's why your journey may feel slower than others, because He's not building a moment, He's building a foundation, one that can handle the blessing without it destroying you. When you rush into something not written for you, it will feel heavy on your soul. You may try to force relationships, opportunities, or decisions, but they'll keep slipping, breaking, and exhausting you. That's not barakah. That's your sign to pause, to release control, and return to Allah's timeline. The heart was not created to carry the weight of forced outcomes. It was created to surrender, and in that surrender, it finds peace. There is a beauty in divine pacing. It teaches you patience, gratitude, and humility. When Allah slows things down, it's not to hurt you, it's to heal you. Every delay polishes your character. Every pause refines your intentions. And every moment you spend waiting with sabr, you're being elevated without even knowing it. You may not see progress outwardly, but inwardly you are being prepared for something greater than you expected. We often want something now, but Allah waits until we can truly appreciate it. Imagine receiving a blessing when your heart is not ready. Would you protect it? Would you use it correctly? Allah's delay is often His way of saying, I love you too much to give you something you might lose. So instead of asking, when will it come? Ask, how can I grow to receive it well? That shift in mindset is the beginning of maturity in faith. There is a reason Allah mentions sabr, patience, repeatedly in the Quran. Because sabr is not just waiting, it's trusting. It's choosing not to complain, not to panic, and not to compare your timeline to others. It's believing that what's written for you is already moving toward you, even if you can't see it. Sabr is an act of worship, and Allah promises the patient ones something better than they ever imagined. Sometimes the longer it takes, the sweeter the arrival. Think of the Prophet Yusuf, as his journey to success took years of pain, betrayal, and isolation. Yet when the time came, Allah didn't just give him freedom, He gave him honor, position, and reunion. The story teaches us that Allah does not forget, and when He gives in ways that leave you speechless. But it only comes when the time is right, not a moment earlier. Your timeline might not look like anyone else's, and that's a good thing. You're not meant to follow the path of others. You're meant to follow the plan Allah tailored just for you. What's meant for you is traveling a route only Allah can see. If He's making you wait, it's because He's preparing a destination worth arriving at. Don't rush to meet a version of success that was never written for your soul. Don't mistake slowness for still. That comes from Him will never compete with your peace. It will protect it. Allah is not slow. He is wise. When you accept that, your heart becomes calm. You stop trying to control every outcome. You stop comparing your pace with others. You stop worrying about what hasn't arrived. Instead, you start preparing yourself with gratitude, with salah, with dhikr. Because when the moment arrives, you want to be someone who honors it, not someone who rushes past it. So slow down, take a deep breath. What's meant for you will not be rushed. It will not miss you. It will arrive when it is most beneficial for your dunya and your akhirah. Allah knows the perfect moment, the perfect condition, and the perfect you. Trust Him, trust His qadr, and most of all, trust that the delay is not a detour, it's divine design. Preparation happens in private before public blessings. Many of the greatest blessings you pray for require private preparation before they can be seen in public. Allah never wastes time, but He often uses time to shape you in secret. The delays, the isolation, the moments of invisibility, they're not punishment, they're polishing. Before He brings you forward, He builds you quietly, because public blessings without private strength will collapse under pressure. You may be crying behind closed doors, wondering why you're not being seen, but that hidden struggle is your training ground. Every silent dua, every private act of obedience, every moment you choose Allah over your desires, it's writing a story that the world will one day witness. What no one claps for now, Allah will reward later in a way no applause could ever match. Before the tree bears fruit, its roots must grow deep into the ground, out of sight, unseen. Likewise, Allah strengthens your roots through hardship, discipline, and unseen growth. If you rush to be seen before you're rooted, the storm will knock you down. But if you let Him shape you in silence, nothing can move you when He finally brings you into the light. We often want the outcome without the molding. We want the stage, but not the silence. Yet it's in the silence that Allah whispers the deepest lessons. He builds character when no one's watching. He tests sincerity when there's no reward in sight. These are the ingredients of barakah. What is rushed fades. What is hidden and nurtured by not public praise. You might feel overlooked now, but Allah hasn't forgotten you. He's developing something within you that the world cannot see yet. This stage is necessary. It's where the sincerity of your intentions is tested. It's where your love for Allah is purified. And it's where your identity is anchored in Him, not in validation or results. Your future blessings are tied to how you handle your present silence. If you grow bitter, you delay the breakthrough. But if you grow better, you align yourself with divine timing. Let this season refine you. Let it soften your heart, discipline your soul, and clarify your purpose. Don't just wait, prepare. Don't just hope, transform. The people who are truly ready for public blessings are those who were faithful in private tests. They didn't need an audience to worship. They didn't need recognition to be consistent. They cried in sajda when no one was watching. And because of that, Allah raised them when the time was right. Your time is coming, but preparation must come first. Don't envy someone else's blessings if you haven't seen their private trials. What looks like overnight success often took years of unseen struggle. So focus on your own path. Be present in your own tests. Allah is not hiding you, He's preparing you. And when He decides to reveal your blessing, no one will be able to deny it. Every moment in private is a test of trust. Will you keep working when no one praises you? Will you keep making dua when nothing changes yet? Will you keep showing up for Allah when you feel unseen by the world? If the answer is yes, then know this: you are passing the test, and that means you are closer to the blessing than you think. When the blessing finally arrives, it will make sense why you had to wait. You'll see how the private pain shaped public strength, how the invisible work built visible results, and how Allah never wasted a single tear, a single prayer, or a single moment you spent growing in silence. It was all part of His perfect plan. So stay patient, stay hidden if that's where Allah has you right now. Stay faithful when no one is clapping, because your private preparation is the proof that Allah loves you. He's protecting you from rising too soon, so you can rise with strength, sincerity, and sustainability. When it's time, He will show the world what He's been shaping all along. Trust Allah's